Right, this is a quite a strange one because it's a band that sort of known for the last like decade of my life, but they're kind of changing where they are and stepping out and doing a debut album. It's the Sleeping Souls, and I'm joined by the lead singer, Kaha. How you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you? Thanks for having me.
Yeah, not too badly. Yes, it's really cool, and like I said, it's kind of a very odd time for the Sleeping
Yeah,
Souls, isn't it?
it really is. I don't know what this Zeppelin shows. I was saying that it's kind of like maybe it's Frank Turner's kind of like Doctor Who, and this is the new version that you're going to get. It's the new. I'm the new Doctor. So
Yeah, I mean, the first question. I know you're going to get asked this like a million times, so I'm sorry, but why now? What? Why now? Why this moment for a debut album?
I think we it had always been kind of bubbling because I'm Frank's guitar tech, and I've been touring with the guys for like 11 years, and we've been friends for longer than that. So it's always been kind of brewing that we would write music together in some capacity. Now we didn't know it was going to be a Sleeping Souls record, and I think over the pandemic, it kind of solidified that idea. We were kind of went, well, why don't we just do a Sleeping Souls record? And I was hesitant to begin with, but because it had Frank Turner's blessing, and he was like encouraging us to do it, almost daring us to do it. So, it was,
Just don't get
yeah,
a number one. That's all he says.
yeah, it's like now I've got real competition within the ring. Mutiny, I think, is his favorite word at the minute. Mutiny. So, so it's funny. It's been an interesting experience, but no, it just seemed like a right time. Why not? You know.
So who approached who to go? Yeah, let's do this now. So you said obviously in lockdown it's when it sort of came about. Who's first? Who was the first one to go? Guys, I'm just gonna float this out there.
Well, I think Matt Nazir from the Sleeping Souls, my dear Matthew, and I were kind of we'd sort of started writing together. We didn't know what it was going to be or why we were doing it. To
That's
be
always a
honest,
good thing.
just we're on the road a lot.
Yeah,
It's my tour family, Frank Turner, that whole camp. That's my tour family. So we spend a lot of time together. We're like brothers, really, and sisters. So it was like we just started writing songs. Maybe we thought we would do like I don't know, maybe to approach somebody for some publishing or write for other artists, or we just didn't know. And then I think it was maybe Torrent, Frank's bass player, who said, we should really just make it a Sleeping Souls record. And we kind of batted the idea around for a while, no jokingly, like, oh, yeah, let's do a Sleeping Souls record. And then it became reality, and we just were like, yeah, why not? And I think it was when we floated the idea with Frank. He was like, that's a great idea. Why, go for it. He was like, I think this is great. Why not?
yeah.
I dare you. I double dare you. So yeah, we it just kind of happened, and why now? Who knows?
Yeah.
You know, really.
The the couple of tracks that we've had so far, we had Rivals, and then we had Weathering the Storm, which
Hmm.
blew me away the first time I heard it. It's fucking awesome. Um, but like,
Like,
it's like I'm trying to think of the sort of vibe that I'm getting. Is like it's sort of like early 2000s rock. If that's the only thing I can kind of like place it in.
hmm.
Does that make sense for you? You're like,
Yeah.
no, that's completely off.
No, 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 totally. I mean, I think there's a lot of flavors on the record when the album comes out. There's 12 tracks on there, which is kind of a lot for an album these days. It's got a bit of everything. I think when we all started adding ideas into the pot, it just came from everywhere. You know what I mean? From Death Cab for Cutie to Plosives, Radiohead, Pedro the Lion, just lots of bands that we've been listening to over the years, and it all just kind of get thrown in there. And so there's some rock tracks or some even early 90s sounding stuff like Caught Up in the Scrape, it kind of sounds like early 90s stuff. So we're like, it's a mixed bag, but I
Yeah,
think it just all came together. It became cohesive. it went down to get mixed, and the way we recorded it as well was quite fractured, you know, because we were on the road and we were recording guitars on the road. I would go home and do some vocals. The drums would get recorded in Oxford. Guitars would get reamped in Ireland, and it was all over the place. You know, we were like, "Is this even a record? Is it gonna work?" And we got this great mixer, a guy called Chris Cassage, and he kind of made it sound really cohesive and really work. And we were all shocked when we got it back. I have to say, we were genuinely shocked. We're like, "Wow, this sounds really good. We're really happy with it." So
Are you
hopefully
sure this
people,
is us?
yeah, this is us, really. Now we have to learn these songs. We've never got into a room and played them yet. So we'll see what happens when that happens.
Yeah, I mean, you're speaking my language when you say Death Cab for Cutie and Radiohead, because they're like,
Hmm.
well, Radiohead are, I'm gonna say it, the greatest band that have ever existed. I love them
I'm
to
with you.
pieces.
I am with you 100%. Love Radiohead, Matt. I think everybody, and the guys, some of the guys are from Oxford, so it's kind of like carries on that. I'm like, just think, you know, we could get associated with Radiohead because you guys are from Oxford. You know, I'll put on my best English accent. We could get away with this. We're the new Radiohead. I'm just joking. But yeah, we're huge fans. So yeah, there's little sprinkles of that in there as well. You know.
I mean, it's yeah, like I said, the 2 tracks we've had so far have been awesome. But Weather in the Storm is just, it was something special when I first heard it. I was like, this is just the vocal melody, like the guitar set, the tone, everything about it is pretty much perfect. I can't like find a fault at all with it. It was like, this is
That's amazing. I'm glad you like it. It was an odd song because um, I kind of brought it to the band and went, "What do you think of this?" I thought it would stick out like a sore thumb kind of thing, you know, and they all loved it, encouraged me to pursue it, you know. And for a long time, I just didn't know what I was going to write about lyrically in the song until it was, and this is a weird one, but it was like the war in Ukraine and Russia started, you know, saying things that were a bit crazy. One of them was that they're going to drop a nuclear bomb off the coast of Ireland, and so that kind of played into the escapism part of the song. The song is essentially, you know, you're in a situation you can't really do much about it. You kind of have to sort of just get the head down, or try and sort of just weather the storm. You know what I mean? Get through it.
yeah.
And so I had just moved to a certain part of Ireland. I just moved there, and this sort of weird thing came out, and it was and I looked at it and went, "I've just moved there, and that's where they're going to drop a nuclear bomb. I can't believe it." You know, and that sort of went hand in hand with a lot of sort of personal things that were going on with my family and stuff at the time. So it all came together, and I was like, "I'm going to write about that," because it's a strange starting point for a song, you know. But yeah,
But yeah, it's just awesome. I love it. I mean, I've had it on repeat for so many times now. It's just awesome.
awesome. I'm glad you like it, man. Thanks.
Yeah. So with the album, because it's 12 tracks, we've had 2 so far. Is say like Rivals, is that sort of like the heaviest sort of vibe we're going to get off of the record?
Yeah, I think we all come from that kind of sort of rock side of things, in our previous bands, previous incarnations, you know. And so there's obviously bits of that throughout the record, but I think the thing that sort of drew us to the project is the fact that we were going to sort of try new things, and sort of experiment a bit more, get out of our comfort zone, so to speak. And so there's a lot of sort of surprising tracks on the record, like Weathering the Storm, that people seem to really like, and we're like, "Oh, really? Okay." So yeah, it's got a bit of everything in there. There's some rocking tracks on there, and then there's some sort of deep dives, you know. So yeah, it'll be interesting to hear people's reaction to the record, you know.
It's not long to go. It's the end of November, 24th November.
24th of November,
Yeah.
yeah. So not long to go now. Oh.
Well, if it's anything like the 2 tracks we've had, it's going to be awesome. One thing I like to do with every guest is play a little game. So this is possibly the worst game I've ever come up with, so I apologize.
No
It's
worries.
called, because obviously you've got your debut album coming out. This is debut or not debut. That is the question.
Ah,
And simply, I'm going to give you the artist of the album, and you have to tell me if it was their debut album or not. There's 8 of them, and then
All right, okay, go for it. I'll give it my
there,
best shot.
there will be a prize, and I'm sure we'll see you on tour with Frank at some point. Well, actually, hopefully, we're coming to the London show for the Sleeping Souls, so
Awesome.
I'll bring my prize then, which is normally just chocolate.
Oh, I'm a chocoholic, so yes, bring the good stuff. If
Right,
I won,
yeah, you got to win first. Right, so Nirvana, Nevermind, debut or not debut?
not debut.
Yes, correct. Guns N' Roses, Appetite for Destruction.
Debut.
Yeah, I was surprised. I was like, really?
Yeah, I had a sort of think a wee minute, but I think it is. Ooh.
9 Inch Nails, Pretty Hate Machine.
Debut.
Yes.
Yes.
And just an awesome one of that.
Yeah.
Jeff Buckley, Grace.
Debut.
Yep. And that's probably one of the greatest
And
debuts.
also another like a huge influence on me. I love that record so much. Love it.
Yeah.
Wish I had the man's vocal range. You know.
I think everybody does.
Yeah, I've got 4 notes that I'm good at. The rest are like, oh.
I think he's got like 400.
Yeah.
Right, we're doing pretty well. That's halfway through, and you've already got 50%. So the next one is Jimmy Weld, Clarity.
Debut.
No,
No.
it's the second album. It's Static. I can never say it. I think it's Static.
Static, that's it. Yeah, I'm so bad. We've toured with those guys, and I'm actually a fan of the band. So shame on me.
It's fine. It's only one wrong. This one you should get. Frank Turner, Sleep is for the Weak.
Debut.
Yeah. How did you get that?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
And then the last one. So this will be, if you get this, that's 7 out of 8. I'd take that as a win, because that's an A in any sort of school, isn't it? Muse, Origin of Symmetry, debut or not debut?
Not debut.
Yes, that's correct, because the debut was Showbiz.
That's right. Yeah.
Boom. There we go.
I actually love their debut record, and then it kind of lost me after that.
Fair enough. But yes, that's a win. So hopefully when we come see you in London, I shall bring some chocolate.
What chocolate are you going to bring? What are you going to bring?
What chocolate would you like? Because I haven't actually bought the prize yet.
Now I'm excited. You see, now we're talking chocolate here. No, it's fine. Anything is good. I will eat it because I'm an animal when it comes to chocolate. I'm like, rah, rah, rah. I steal my kids' chocolate and stuff. You know what I mean? That's the kind of human I am. You know.
I mean, do you still get an advent calendar in December?
Yes. And I love it so much, and sometimes I open them the days before and just eat the chocolate. Yeah,
just push the door back.
Yeah,
I do that, and my wife's like, "Why are you doing this?" I'm like, "Because I want to. It's December. I must have one.
I must have all the chocolate." Yeah.
back to reality. Away from chocolate. Which shouldn't be too much of reality. Obviously, so we've got the album. And then, like I said, we've got a tour coming up, and you're going on tour with one of our mates as well, old Sean McGowan.
Oh, he's a great lad, Sean. He's a great boy, and a great Irish dancer. I hear as well. You know, fabulous feet on him.
I've never seen him dance.
I have never seen him dance, but on this tour, that's my mission on this tour. I want Sean McGowan to dance. I'll even play him a wee jig. I might even join him, or I'll start it off, and if he just comes out and let's rip with the feet of fire, I'll be so happy. But I think me and Frank have been trying to get Sean to do some Irish dancing for us for a long time. Not yet, but possibly this tour might be the one. So get your tickets, folks. You might see Sean McGowan doing some Irish dancing.
Yeah, because you've got 5 or 6 dates across the country, isn't it?
Yeah, yes, in January. So we're and as I was saying earlier, we've never actually played these songs as a band before. So who knows?
It's a live rehearsal.
It's a live rehearsal. Yeah, we're factoring it in. We're taking it very seriously because there are dates booked, and so we're all currently relearning our parts. So and we have like a week's rehearsal before it, so we should be fine. I'm quietly confident that it's going to be good.
Yeah, I'm quietly confident. I've seen the Sleeping Souls countless times, and they've always been on top form.
They've always been great, but not with me. Well, I have played in the Sleeping Souls a handful of times, but yeah, we'll see. It'll be interesting.
Yeah, you got to take Frank's place. That's. I think he's actually the artist
No
I've seen
one
live
can
the
take
most.
Frank's place. Let's be honest. No
Yeah.
one can take Frank's place.
Oh, I love him. He's just
Turner's an institution and an amazing songwriter in his own right. So yeah,
yeah. But we could just push him out of the way for now. It's fine.
yeah, we'll give him a wee nudge. Maybe he'll guitar tech for me. Maybe
Why not? He's
I can see a
what's he gonna do?
P45 coming my way. You know what I mean?
Unless he's gonna do a bunch of solo shows, he's got no band left.
Yeah, well, he's done a lot of solo shows in his time. He enjoys
Yeah.
the solo shows.
Was it 3,000 something now? It's got to be close to it. 2,000.
Yeah. We're
Yeah.
we're coming up to the 3,000 mark. I think not
Yeah.
next year. Mental. He's a machine. Never ends.
Stops. He never stops.
Never ending tour. Love it.
Yeah. So obviously, yeah, we got the album, 24th
Mhm.
November. Then we got the tour in January. Hopefully, we're gonna make it up to London date because it's a Saturday. So
Mhm.
that's always a win. On tour with Sean. We love Sean as well.
Love Sean.
All of this is just amazing because
Yeah, and we've got Hannah Rose Platt opening the shows as well, and she's amazing. She's an Extra Mile artist. You should go and check her out. She's fantastic, and so it's a lovely package, and we're heading out there end of January. It's going to be awesome.
yeah, and yeah, it is amazing. I mean, like I love Frank and have been the love of Frank for like half my life. So seeing the Sleeping Souls, I've seen them. I think I've seen them probably like 20 odd times. I've seen them a lot. So it'd be really cool to hear the tracks we've had so far. I've loved. Rivals was really cool, nice little rocky little riff, and then
Rocker, yeah, it's a wee rocker, yeah.
Weather and Storm, I just think is perfect. Like it's outstanding. It's one of the best songs of the year. So really looking forward to the album, and hopefully we'll come see you in London. So thank you very much, and best of luck with the album.
Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it.
No worries, and we shall see you soon. If not, we'll see you on the road with Frank at some point.
Definitely will. Definitely will.